everybody, welcome to a short video, probably my last one, certainly prior to Christmas. I hope to bring you another one before the new year. And first of all, I just wanted to thank everybody for their support and continued positive messages within the community of the channel. It's really appreciated and keeps me coming back, thinking up new material to bring to you on a weekly or fortnightly basis. And so today I just wanted to share my thoughts around my expectations maybe of what's on my Christmas list, plans, future projects for 2022 in the hobby, and just a very quick overview of a little publication that I purchased in the last week or so, just to give a shout out on that as well. So first of all, in terms of wish list for Christmas, I'm hoping to get the next instalment of Undaunted from Osprey Games, the reinforcements box set. I've got both the other versions of the game, Normandy and North Africa. It is an amazing game. I've played virtually all the scenarios in both games now, and looking forward to reinforcements, which I think will add some real good dynamics to the game. But I hope to bring you some more information around that, maybe a bit of an overview of the games, and a bit of an unboxing of the reinforcements when that arrives. I've also been looking at a game from DVG, Dan Versen Games, Soldiers in Postmen's Uniforms. I really like these solitaire games, although I think you could play them together with somebody. I've got the Castle Itter game, which is an amazing subject, a really unusual battle in World War II. And this one again, I believe, is based on the post office in Danzig in Poland, and the attack on that by German and SS troops at the beginning of the war. So I hope to bring you a little bit more information on that one as well. And finally, I've got a couple of books coming on various subjects linked to mainly American Civil War, and also Waterloo. And finally, hoping to make a purchase of a GMT game, No Retreat, the French-Polish campaigns, which are particularly of interest to me. So hope again to bring you a little bit more information around that. So lots going on, lots of things that I'm hoping to be able to bring to you game related. In terms of projects for the new year, I'm patiently awaiting the release of Strength and Honor, the new Wargames rules, which are designed for smaller scales. Really been liking some of the information coming out around that, so intrigued to see what Racewitz Press release package wise with that, and how that's going to look going into 2022. Hopefully that will be released or up for pre-order in January. In terms of our personal projects, I've got a 10mm Roman and Carthaginian force which I want to start painting for Saga and also for Wars of the Republic, which I reviewed recently. Quite keen to get that on the table and have a look at that. Continue with my Never Mind the Billhooks project, my 28mm Wars of the Roses. Got quite a few painted up now. I purposely haven't completed the basing because I want to do them all in one go, but I want to get that on the table, and I'm again waiting for the new revised edition of that as well. OGroup, as you're aware, I have my British World War II Italian campaign force, with the new supplement on the early war period. I would probably like to do another force, Not sure how soon I'll be looking at that with other projects, but possibly Polish or Finns, which again, both campaigns are of real interest to me. Gods and Mortals, not a game I've reviewed on the channel as yet. It's quite an old game, one of the Osprey Blue Book Wargames series. I've been collecting on an ad hoc basis various models for a Greek and Norse force. It's more a palette cleansing kind of project, really. I paint odd figures from time to time in 28mm, things that just give me something a little bit different to focus on. So I've painted up a Minotaur and a Medusa figure, and some various other bits and pieces. And I bought some sprues of some Atlantic skeletons a few weeks ago, and I'd like to do a few of those, which again can be used in that game. But I really like having read through the mechanics of that game, and I think it could be a lot of fun. Again, something a very, very different, a bit left field of the historical kind of approach I would normally follow. But as I say, it's been a good palette cleanser to just paint things a little bit obscure, because it brings me joy to paint something a little bit different. So I'm hoping to get those done in the new year. Other palette cleansers, also I want to get the miniatures painted that came with my game Full Moon Jacket. Again, not one I've reviewed as yet, because I haven't had a chance to play it with anybody because of restrictions. But it's a game that I waited a very long time to receive from Kickstarter. A very fun, thematic setting in Vietnam, where you've got US Special Forces doing various missions at the backdrop of werewolves. So something again very left field for me, but I'd like to get the figures painted, the werewolves and the different troop types. There's quite a few to do there. They're in resin, so they're going to need a bit of a wash and a clean up first, but I'm hoping to use Citadel's contrast paints to really speed through those. And I think the game itself is going to be such great fun. I'm really looking forward to having a fun evening playing that with the guys when we can get back to some normality. Future projects further down the line next year, possibly some 6mm Greeks. It's something I fancy doing for a long time, so I may invest in a few of those. And likewise, possibly some Napoleonic Peninsular War. I collect a few of each side, mainly because I'd like to recreate the forces at Albuera, having got the White Dog Games Albuera game, which is fantastic. I've got the army lists with the game there. I'd like to recreate that in a miniature tabletop version as well. So quite a lot going on, lots of interesting projects. Hopefully it's given you a flavour and some ideas. And to finish off this episode, I'd just like to talk a little bit about a publication that I purchased recently. So I've recently purchased a copy of Panzerschreck. As you can see, small little publication, quite a lot of content. This is issue 18, the winter 2021 edition. What drew me to this was these little magazines, publications always contain some different games inside them, and I quite fancied having a go, particularly at Charge of the Light Brigade. Again, something I'm very interested in. And there are a couple of other included there, Gunfight at OK Corral and The Fall of Rome, a revised version. But I'd never bought one of these before. There are a few other ones I was looking at as well. They are quite expensive. Published by Minden Games in the US. So if you're in the US, you can buy this for just under $23. from Minden. You can buy it online as a PDF through them or Wargames Vault, and you can buy in the UK from Amazon for just under £18. So it is quite pricey, but there is a lot of content in here in the 94 pages that you get. So you've got 3 games. You've got lots of game reviews, war games related reviews. You've got interviews with well-known people in the industry, in this case Richard Berg. You know, there's some quite interesting content in here. I'm quite looking forward to just sitting down with a cuppa and having a read through. But as you can see, it's a really nice, compact publication, well produced, in full colour, and you know, it's one of these that I think would be a great thing you could slip in your backpack or your suitcase or your hand luggage when you go on holiday. These come out every 3 to 6 months, I believe. And I think they're a really good idea. They've obviously been doing them for a while. I'd inadvertently purchased a couple of the standalone games through Wargames Vault historically, including Charge of the Light Brigade as a PDF, but also Masada, the Siege of Masada. Yeah, there's some interesting bits and pieces in there. And again, as a person who likes to tinker with rules and game design, I like these sort of things where you can read some different dynamics of different games in a small publication and sort of pick bits out of that you might be able to adapt and use in your own designs as well. So just wanted to give a shout out to Minden Games. Gary Graber, I believe, is the editor, and as I say, worth having a look on Amazon at the different issues of this, or Wargames Vault, and well worth an investment if you just want something a little bit different. As I say, these 3 games got everything contained in the booklets. You can scan those onto your computer, then print them out, so you've got copies. Obviously you can then mount those or laminate them however you wish, but either way you've got ways of playing this game without having to physically damage the booklet itself. But that's just one for you to have a look at. So as I said, I'd like to take this opportunity just to wish all my listeners and subscribers a very Merry Christmas and best wishes for 2022. Let's hope gaming can get back to some normality for everybody during 2022, and hopefully can get back on the show circuit as well. So thanks again for watching and your support, and look forward to seeing you all again soon.